Say Selenium WebDriver Commands and Operations. Selenium WebDriver Commands and Operations. Selenium WebDriver. You can say methods or commands and operations. Selenium WebDriver commands are used to perform operations on web elements, are used to perform operations on web elements. Next, using element locators and WebDriver commands, we can create test cases. Using element locators and WebDriver commands, we create test cases. Say element locators to recognize or identify, or you can say to locate elements. Next, WebDriver commands to perform operations on elements. See, in this session, I'm going to introduce some important WebDriver commands. Observe Santosh. First one, get command. Get method or command. See, put mute. Description, syntax, and example. This is the format for understanding Selenium WebDriver commands. First, what is get method? What is the functionality? Opens a specified URL in the browser window. Opens a specified URL in the browser window. Correct term. Next, syntax. Driver object, name whatever it might be, usually driver. You can use ABCD also, but follow the standard names. Driver object dot get of within double quotes URL semicolon. Next example. Okay. Launch Eclipse IDE. Create a Java class. New class. For example, WebDriver commands. Generate main method. Next, first create Firefox driver object. You know how to create WebDriver WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver open and close parenthesis semicolon. Next, import WebDriver. Import WebDriver library. Next, import Firefox driver library. Okay. Next, driver dot get, type G, select get. Next, within double quotes, URL. Suppose I want to launch Yahoo homepage. Take that Yahoo URL. Just a minute. Okay. Run the program. See, launching browser, navigating to yahoo.com. Okay na? Praveen Rao?
Sir.
Okay. Next, just a minute. This is the example. The second line is the example. Next, get title. Get title method or command. Get title. Get T capital letter title. First, description. Returns the browser title. Returns the browser title. For example, just a minute. Observe browser title. What is the browser title, Madhuri, for this Google homepage? Earlier tooltip provided na. Observe the tooltip. Can you view this one? Google. Can you view my mouse pointer?
Yes, sir.
What is the title?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Google. Otherwise, just a minute. Place mouse pointer and right click, view page source, Control F, title. Observe. What is the title? Right side top.
Yes, sir.
Google na.
Mm.
Okay. See. Returns the browser title. Syntax. Driver object dot get title. T capital letter title, open and close parenthesis, plain method. Next, example. Just a minute. Suppose take this URL. First get. Next, return page title. See, observe the syntax. It returns some value na. Page title. That page title is what type of data, Praveen Rao? It returns page title. We need to store the value into variable. What type of data? That browser title. String type. See, string name, You can use any meaningful name equals to this one. Say string browser title equals to driver dot get title semicolon. If you want to display, you can display optional, browser title, it is string. Run the program. Observe Santosh.
Sir.
Observe. It is returning title na.
Yes.
Returning on the Eclipse IDE console. Okay. Just a minute. Next, get current URL. Get current URL. Get current. C capital letter. Next, U capital. Open and close parenthesis. Say description. Description. Returns current URL of the browser. Returns current URL of the browser. Syntax. Same as like earlier. It returns some value. That value is string type data. You need to store that value. So take string, next string name equals to driver dot get current URL. Current URL. Open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, example. Example. Suppose string browser URL change method, change the method, get current URL. Run the program. Error. Where is the error? Semicolon. Run the program. Launching. Next, returning browser title. Observe Praveen Rao. Returning browser title na?
Sir.
Okay. Say get title, get current URL. Next, some browser navigation methods. Browser methods only, browser navigation methods. First three are general methods, browser general methods. Next, browser navigation methods. Navigation methods. Continuation. Fourth one, navigate to. Navigate, open and close parenthesis, dot to. This to is option. Navigate method to is option. Next, description. Loads a new page in the browser window. Loads a new page in the browser window. the browser window. Syntax: driver dot navigate, open and close parenthesis, dot to, open and close within parenthesis, specify the URL. Example: suppose first driver.getGoogle.com, next navigate to, after some time navigate to another page, suppose driver dot type n select navigate dot type t select to within double quotes. Suppose I want to navigate to rediff.com. Rediff.com. Run the program. See, launching first Google, next Rediff. Say. Next, navigate back. Navigate back. Just a minute. Fifth one, navigate dot back. Description: it moves a single item back in the browser history. Moves a single item back in the browser history. Syntax: see, driver dot navigate dot back, semicolon. Example: see, you take this. What is this? What is the problem of this rediff? It is loading another pop-up. Advertisements. Okay. You take Yahoo. Just a minute. Next, driver dot navigate back. See, for observation, to observe the test execution process or program execution, I'm using wait thread dot. You don't focus on this one. Suppose 3000 milliseconds means 3 seconds. Safe side, it is asking auto exception. Okay. See, first it launches google.com. Next, navigate to Yahoo. Next, back to Google. Final URL Google. Run the program. See, launching Google. Next, Yahoo. Next, final Google. Okay na Santosh? Navigate back. Next, navigate forward. Sixth one, navigate dot forward. See description. Tell me, Aarti, what is navigate forward? What is the functionality?
It moves a single item forward in the browser history.
Okay, moves single item forward in the browser history. It moves single item forward in the browser history. Syntax: driver dot navigate open and close parenthesis dot option is forward open and close parenthesis semicolon. Next example. Observe Sridevi. Driver dot navigate next dot type T select to not to forward na just a minute. Navigate dot type EF select forward. Now tell me the final URL. What is the final URL in this program? First launching Google, next navigate to Yahoo, next
back
navigate back to Google, again forward. What is the final URL? Yahoo. Run the program. Google, next Yahoo, next back to Yahoo, back and forward. Just a minute. First Google, next Yahoo, again back to Google, next forward to Yahoo. See, 3 seconds wait time. See, launching Google, after 3 seconds Yahoo, next after 3 seconds the timeout is wait time optional, next Google, next final Yahoo. Okay na Suleiman? Any queries?
No.
Okay, cool. Next, 7th one, navigate refresh. Navigate dot refresh. Tell me, Arti, what is the functionality? Guess the functionality of this method.
It refreshes the current web page.
Good.
Web page.
Okay. Refreshes the current web page. Current web page. Syntax. Driver dot navigate dot refresh semicolon. Example, just a minute. Driver dot navigate dot refresh. Run the program. First launching Google, next refresh. Next close command or method. Close. What is that one? Eighth one. Close. Suleiman, guess the functionality of close method or command, WebDriver command.
Close the current web page.
See, we don't close pages, browsers. If you close browser, page will be closed automatically, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. See, it closes the focused browser. Focused browser. Syntax. Driver dot close. Driver dot close semicolon. Example. Suppose driver dot close. Run the program. All of you put mute. Launching. Next closed. Next quit method or command. See, this method is not working in my mission. You try in your missions. I will provide correct syntax. Quit. What is the functionality of quit? Say description. It closes all browsers that opened by WebDriver during execution. Closes all browsers that opened by WebDriver, not by the user, WebDriver during execution. Observe, Arti, one difference is there in between UFT, formerly QTP, UFT and Selenium. In UFT, you can write partial code also, but in Selenium, you need to write complete code, means from launching to closing. Launch the browser, perform operations, and close the browser. But if it is UFT, you can use complete operations, or from after launching the browser, you can perform operations. For example, you launch the browser manually, make the browser available on desktop. After that, you can write code for only operations. Getting this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But here in Selenium, you cannot launch the browser manually. If you launch the browser, WebDriver won't accept that browser. It has to launch and perform operations and close. Here no manual interaction. But in UFT, you can write launching statement and operations and closing statement. Otherwise, you launch the browser manually. Next, just write the code for operations, close the browser. Getting this difference?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we cannot launch the browser manually during for execution. It has to launch. Okay. Closes all browsers that opened by WebDriver during execution. Syntax. Driver dot quit open and close parenthesis semicolon. Example. Just a minute, I will show an example. See, in my browser in my system some problem is there. Just a minute. You launch this one, login page. I will send these local pages for practice. Next, after launching, you click this sign in link, another browser window. Click that link. Madhuri. How to click? For link, you can use link text that is visible. No need to inspect elements. Driver dot find element by dot link text of link text value sign in. Next operation, click. Just a minute. Run the program. Two browsers na?
Yes, sir.
Observe. Suppose if we use close method, it closes focused browser only. First browser is focused browser. First browser only the focused browser. Run the program. See, one browser closed. Only one browser. Next, try to run the program once again. One browser closed. Next, use quit method. Quit. It has to close all opened browsers that opened by WebDriver during execution. Closed. Did you observe, Praveen Rao? Quit method also not working. See, yesterday not worked, but working. Observe. Working now. What is the difference between close and quit methods?
Close is closes the focused browser. The
Ah,
closes the all the browsers.
all the browser. Suppose in our test execution, we opened more than one browser. At the end of the test case, want to close all browsers in single shot. For that, you can use quit method. Okay, na? Next. Okay, cool. Next. Suleiman, following?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Next. Find element. See, in this session, I am introducing important methods only. Next class, tomorrow or Monday onwards, we will discuss elements handling in Selenium. In that chapter, we will discuss some more methods. See, important methods, regular methods. Next, methods on elements. Find element, important one. Find element. What is the functionality of find element command or method? Finds the first element within the current web page using given locator. See, finds the first element within the web page using given locator. Using given locator. Suppose with same locator value, if two or more elements available, then it finds first element top left to bottom right. If single item available, it identifies that item. Syntax. Say driver dot find element of by dot element locator of means open bracket within double quotes value element locator value close two parentheses. This is partial code. Next, here only recognizing the element or only identifying the element. Next, perform operation on that element. Suppose this one. Dot WebDriver command. Again, find element also WebDriver command. WebDriver command. Or you can use another syntax or web element equal to element name web element name equals to driver dot find element of by dot element locator of element locator value semicolon. Just identifying the element. Next, performing operation, another statement. Suppose element name dot WebDriver command. Example. All of you put mute. Somebody is making noise. Suleiman. Okay, Suleiman. Observe the example, Arti. Say first, I want to launch Gmail homepage. Just a minute. Gmail homepage. Launch Gmail homepage. Gmail.com. Next, just a minute. Run the program. Launching. After launching Gmail homepage, I want to click on next button, Santosh. Guide me. I want to enter some value into this edit box. Edit box. That is my operation. Observe. First, launch Gmail homepage. Just a minute. First, launch Gmail homepage. Next, enter some value into this edit box. First, inspect this element. See, launch Firebug. Take mouse pointer and show this one. HTML. Just a minute. ID available now?
Yes, sir.
Name also available, but give first priority to ID. ID is faster in recognizing elements. Okay. Write the code. I want to enter some value into that edit box.
Driver
dot
find element.
Type F, select find element. Next,
By
dot ID, select ID of ID value.
Email.
ID value is email. Next, enter some value. One more WebDriver command for operation. Dot send keys. Type yes, select send keys within double quotes. Suppose India 1, 2, 3. Close double quotes. Run the program. Yes, entered. Next, just a minute. This is the statement or step. Next, follow the second syntax, Santosh. Second syntax. See in this, observe, in this step, two operations now. First one, recognizing the element using findElement command. Next, after recognizing, enter some value using sendkeys command. Next, split this one. First, recognize the element. In the next step, perform operation on that element. You take built-in library support. Just a minute. Web element E capital W capital W capital E capital. Web element name, suppose edit box equal to
driver
dot
find
element
by dot
by dot Just
ID.
a minute. No double quote. By is built-in class. By dot ID of ID value email. This value case sensitive. Semicolon.
Column.
Over. Next, import web element library. Web element. Okay. Next,
Edit box.
edit box. Edit
Dot.
box. Dot
Send key.
send keys of suppose value India 123. Run the program. Same operation. Launch the browser. Observe data entered. Earlier single step, this time two steps. When to choose second method? Santosh, when to choose this one?
When we want to do multiple
Yes,
operations on an
whenever you
element.
want to perform multiple operations on the same element, you first recognize the element, then perform operations one by one. Simple. Otherwise, you can use first step also. Suppose, just a minute, my operation, first enter some value, after 3 seconds, clear the value. That is my operation. Suppose, thread dot sleep. After 3 seconds, clear the value. Edit box dot clear method. See here I am performing multiple operations on this edit box. One is entering some value, after some time clear the value, means remove the value. Run the program. Removed. See, this is optimized way for performing multiple operations. Otherwise, you can use same first syntax also for these two operations. How? Just a minute. First syntax also. Instead of this web element, just a minute. Clear. But every time recognize the element and perform operation. If you follow second syntax, it is optimized way. See, entering the value, after 3 seconds remove. Okay, na Sridevi, are you following or any confusion?
No, sir, I'm good, sir.
Okay, cool. Next, send keys. We already used send keys. Send keys. What is send keys command? Enters a value into edit box. Enters a value into edit box. Syntax. See, driver dot find element. First identify the element of by dot element locator. of within double quotes value next dot send keys of value. This value is input data dot semicolon. Otherwise you can follow second syntax also, or suppose web element name equals to this one up to this one. One more parenthesis, semicolon, next element dot see this remaining one. Okay. Example. We already did that example. See, for first syntax, this is the example. For second syntax, just a minute. For second syntax, this one. What is the number? 11, 12. Next, clear method. Clear. Tell me, Aarti, what is the functionality of clear? Clears the value from edit box. Syntax. You can use first syntax or second syntax. Just I am using first syntax. Observe. Just a minute. Here one more parenthesis. Send keys input data. Okay. You take this one. Just instead of send keys, use clear. Open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next. Oh, example. We already used that example. Example. See, instead of send keys, dot clear. Next, you can use second syntax also. Click. Click method. Suleiman, what is the functionality of click method? This important method. It can be applied on
web elements.
It can be applied on different elements, different type of elements. Clicks an element. Using this click method, click button. Okay. Next, click link. Next, select
Select
radio
radio
button.
checkbox,
Next,
check,
select checkbox. Select checkbox, etc. Select radio button. Select and unselect also. Suppose if you
yeah,
select once again, then it will unselect. Otherwise, suppose checkbox already selected, once again you click that one, then unselect. Observe Madhuri, click method applied on different types of elements now, buttons, radio buttons, links, checkboxes. Syntax. Praveen Rao, tell me the syntax. Guess. Find elements common. First recognizing, then performing operation. Praveen Rao.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the syntax.
Driver object.
Driver object dot
Find
find element good
by
of
by
by dot element locator of
value
value next
close
dot
dot
click. Enough. Okay. Next example. See first one, click method or command on button. Next, radio button. Next, link. Next, checkbox. Observe Praveen Rao. Observe. Suppose first example button na launch Gmail homepage and click on this next button. First inspect the element, take mouse pointer, show the next button. Here ID available now. What is the ID value? Next. Take that value. Just a minute. Driver dot find element by dot ID of next, case sensitive, small letters available. Next, click. Run the program. Observe. Click it now.
Yes, sir.
It is showing error message. Without entering email, if you click next button, it will show error message. Okay. This is click. Click on button element. Next, click method on radio button. Just a minute. Radio button. Suppose you navigate to our gcrit.com build 3. In this build 3, click this create an account link. You use this direct URL You launch this direct URL, launch. Next, driver.findElement. Observe Praveen Rao. I want to select this mail radio button in this web page. Guide me. You guide me, Sridevi. Nobody responding.
Driver dot find element.
First, inspect the element.
Oh,
Inspect the element.
oh.
Take mouse pointer and show this mail radio button. Observe name available na.
Yes, sir.
What is the name value?
And
Gender.
name
Name value. What is the name locator value for this element?
gender, sir.
Gender. Next, female. For female also gender na duplicate na.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, suppose value is not the element locator, type is not element locator, tag is their input. Next, otherwise you can go for XPath or you try with name locator first.
Okay.
Actually name duplicate, but I think it may work. By dot
Wait.
locator. What is that locator? Name
Name.
of gender dot click.
Click.
One more parenthesis. Click. Try to run the program. Observe.
Yes, sir.
Selected na, male selected na.
Yes, sir.
How it is selecting? For female also same name value na.
By default, it's going to
Not by default. What is the find element description? Observe the find element description. What I provided.
First element.
It identifies or finds the first element within the current web page using given locator. Top left to bottom right, left to right. First element is male. Suppose if you want to click this female, it won't click. Suppose same code you can use for female. Gender also female. For female also name value gender, but it is selecting first one. Suppose I want to select female. Guide me, Sridevi. I want to select female.
Then we have to change the value, sir.
Value. What is the value? Same value. Same value na. If you use same value, it will click first element. First element male only. Suppose female.
Yes,
female also name gender. Tag. Observe the tag name. Tag name input. For male radio button also tag name input.
Same, sir.
Same.
Maybe use the XPath.
XPath. Try to use XY coordinates. See fire path. You select female. Observe female value input of 2. Male value input of 1. Difference is there. You take this one. Suppose XPath of XPath value. Then click. I want to click female radio button. Run the program. Observe Sridevi, female radio button selected na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this is click method on radio button. Next, guide me Santosh, click method on link. Suppose I want to navigate, I want to launch Google homepage. Just a minute. Google homepage. Next, click on this Gmail link. Google homepage. Guide me.
Instead of XPath, we will put link text.
Link text. Just a minute. By dot
Link text
link text
of Gmail.
Gmail. Link
Gmail.
text is visible. Just a minute. Run the program. Some problem is there. Suppose try to click this images. Images. See, problem in my machine only. You can execute same code in your machine. Images. Clicked images na. Redirected to Google Images search na.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is about click link. Link method on click method on link element. Click method on link element. Next, last one, checkbox. Checkbox. Just a minute. Multiple checkbox. All of you put mute. You take this URL. Observe Suleiman. After launching this checkbox page,
Yeah.
I want to select this second checkbox. This one. First, inspect the element. Inspect. Observe. First one. Tag name input. Type is not element locator. Next, name. Name value CHK.
Okay.
Second box. Name
Same.
value same CHK. Third checkbox same. Fourth checkbox also same. So we cannot use name locator. Why? I want to check second checkbox.
Yeah. It's
Go to XPath. Observe. Show the second box. Observe the value. At the end of the value, it is showing input 2. Show the first one. End of the value, input 1. Third one, input 3. Unique na?
yeah.
Yes, take this XPath. It identifies the element based on XY coordinates. Just a minute. Driver dot find element by dot XPath of XPath value dot click. Click. Run the program. Selected na? Observe Suleiman.
Yeah.
Selected. Just a minute. Suppose after 3 seconds, thread dot sleep of just a minute. of 3000 milliseconds means 3 seconds. Next, click the same checkbox once again. What will happen? It will unselect. Unselect.
Yep.
Same click method. First time select, second time if already selected, then unselect. Run the program. She launching the page. Second checkbox selected. Next unselected. Okay, na Sridevi, are you following? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Tell me the click method functionality. We used click method on 4 different elements. Tell me the functionalities.
One is driver dot.
I'm not asking syntax. Just functionality, operation. Perform click button. That is one operation. Click button. Next, click link. Next.
Click checkbox.
Select checkbox. Next, unselect checkbox if already selected.
Select.
Next, select radio button.
And radio. Click radio button.
Click means select radio button.
Selecting radio button.
Next.
Unselect.
No unselect for radio button. Getting? Don't confuse. Checkbox select,
yes,
unselect is there. Select, unselect is there for checkboxes. But no unselect for radio button. If you select another radio button, then it will unselect automatically. Observe. Select male radio button. Male radio button. Unselect. Click once again. Nothing. If you select another radio button, it will unselect automatically. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Don't confuse. Here we performed operations.
No, I got it, sir.
See. Click command or method operations. Click method or command operations. First we used click button. Next, click a link. Click a button. Next, select a radio button. Next, just a minute. Select a checkbox. Next, unselect a checkbox, but no unselect radio button. Okay, na? If you select another radio button, then it will unselect automatically. Next, is displayed. Just a minute. Displayed. Is displayed. Observe Suleiman, guess the functionality of is displayed. Checks if the element is displayed or not in the current web page.
Yeah.
Checks if the element, if the element is displayed or not, in the current web page, current web page. See, checking the existence of the element. Observe syntax. Say it returns some value. That value is Boolean type data. It returns true or false. True means displayed. False means not displayed. True means exists. False means not exists. Take the variable Boolean. Next, variable name equals to same driver dot find element of by dot element locator of locator value dot is displayed, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Example. Observe Praveen Rao. I want to launch Google Gmail homepage. Launch Gmail homepage and check the existence of next button. That is my requirement. Just a minute. First launch Google Home, not Google homepage, Gmail homepage. gmail.com. Next, I want to check the existence of next button. Guide me. Praveen Rao, guide me.
Is Boolean.
Suppose A equal to driver dot find element by dot, just to inspect that element.
Next ID equal
next ID value next. Next dot is displayed, semicolon. If you want to display, you can display. Just a minute. Run the program. It will return true. True means displayed. Observe what is the output. True na?
Yes, sir.
True. Observe Aarti, if you take variable, you can use that value in verification points also. Suppose if A equal to true, then test passed, else test failed like. Suppose I don't want verification, just display. You make these two statements as single statement. If you want to display the value only, you no need to take variable. You can directly write this. Just a minute. You can directly write this statement. What is the statement? display statement. Okay na?
Yeah, yes, sir.
No variable required for display. If you want to use that value in verification points or somewhere, then use variable. Otherwise, variable not mandatory. Observe true na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Single
Yes, sir.
statement. Just a direct display. Direct display. Next, is enabled after checking the existence. Next, enabled status 1415 is E capital enabled. Open and close parenthesis. Tell me the guess the functionality, Madhuri. What is the functionality of is enabled command? Madhuri not responding. Sridevi, guess the functionality.
If it checks if the element is enabled or not, sir.
Yes. Checks if the element
Is enabled or
if the element is in enabled state or not. Enabled state or not. It returns same as like is displayed, returns boolean. Boolean means logical value. What are the logical values? True or false. True or false. Returns logical value. Okay. Next, check the displayed status of this edit box in Gmail home page. First, I want to check the enabled status, then enter some value. Example. First, inspect the element. ID email. Just a minute. Syntax. Same. This one. Boolean variable. Instead of is enabled, instead of is displayed, is enabled. Enabled. Next. Example. Suppose boolean b equal to driver dot find element by dot id of email dot is enabled. See here I am taking variable, otherwise you can display directly. Run the program. Say true. Why two truths? Oh, earlier this
You have line 13. Yeah, line 13.
remove this line 13. Just a minute. Driver.close. Run the program. Okay, true. True. Next, is selected. Is selected. Say 16 is selected. Santosh, guess the functionality of this method or command?
It
Checks. Checks.
it checks whether the element is selected or not.
Yes, checks if the element is selected or not. Selected or not. Syntax. Syntax. Same. Boolean. It returns logical value or Boolean output. Is selected. Is selected. Example. Example. Just a minute. First launch this checkbox page, multiple checkboxes. You take this page. Next, check the status. Check the status of second checkbox. Second checkbox. Just a minute. Fire path input 2. Input 2. I'm displaying directly. Driver dot find element by dot xpath of xpath value dot, just a minute, one bracket extra I think, dot is selected. One more parenthesis. Direct display. What is the output? First output. What is this output, Santosh?
False.
False. See, just launching the page and checking the status, select status. Next, select that one. After checking the status, select driver dot find element. Just a minute. Driver dot find element by dot xpath of xpath value. Just a minute. Xpath value dot click. Next, again check. See, first false, two outputs in this program. First output false, second output true. Run the program. false true na?
Yeah.
Okay. Sridevi, are you following?
Sir, can we use CSS instead of XPath here?
Yes, you can use. Just a minute. Instead of that one, suppose select CSS. This is CSS. Try.
Okay.
Just a minute. Second only, no?
Yeah.
Okay. First one, input. It is showing input. First one, observe.
Yeah.
What is the first one value? Input.
Input.
Second one value.
Input.
Third one value.
So you cannot use.
Fourth one value. Just a minute. You try to use input. Second also input. Just a minute. Dot CSS selector of this one. Just a minute. CSS selector. Just a minute. By dot up to this one. Next by dot run the program. Just a minute. You comment this last one. Run the program. Observe what happened.
Yeah. First one.
Is identifying first element now.
Yeah.
But our operation is
Second.
operation on second element. So here XPath is better.
Better.
Okay. Next getText. getText. Just a minute. See, last method for the day. These are the important commands or methods. getText. getText. What is getText method? Returns the specified elements text. Returns the specified elements text value. Syntax. Returns value, no? The data is string type data. String. Next, string name equals to driver dot find element by dot element locator. Just a minute. Element locator of locator value dot get text, open and close parenthesis. Next, example. Just a minute. Observe Suleiman. I want to launch Google homepage on
Okay.
Gmail homepage, and want to return this text, one account all of Google. This is my
Okay.
operation. Tell me.
So check the elements.
Just a minute. First, launch the Gmail home, gmail.com,
Yeah.
semicolon. Next, inspect this element, take launch Firebug, show this one. Observe what is that, say, observe. No ID available, no name available, no class name, but a tag name available na?
H1.
H1. You try with the tag name, otherwise you can use XPath.
Okay.
First try with tag name. See, string name, suppose text area equal to, or you can say, just a minute, header one, suppose page header equal to driver dot find element by dot tag name of, what is the tag name? H1 header 1 dot get text semicolon. Next, try to display that one.
System dot out line page header.
Sensitive H capital. Okay. After that, close that one. Driver dot close the browser window. Run the program. Observe, written na? Suleiman.
Yes.
One account all of Google. The text captured and written on the console. Okay?
Yeah.
See, this is about getText. See, you can capture error messages and compare with expected. Anyhow, that we will discuss in writing test cases chapter. See, these are the important WebDriver commands for our test automation. Just Sridevi list out the commands. Today we discussed nearly 17 important commands. What are they? List out. See, important.
getTile.
Just a minute. Important WebDriver commands, or you can say methods. Tell me.
getTitle.
First get.
I missed the first one. getTitle.
Next. Just a minute, Aarti. Sridevi, continue.
getTitle.
getTitle, T capital letter. Next. Don't watch the notes. Just
URL.
tell me. Get
Current URL.
C capital letter.
C capital.
Next.
U
capital. Next. We discussed some browser navigation methods.
Navigate.
Just a minute. Navigate dot
Off
to. To is option. Next.
Navigate back. Navigate back.
Navigate dot back.
Back.
Okay, okay. Next, continue. Madhuri.
Yes, sir. That is navigate.forward.
Navigate.forward.
Then navigate.refresh.
Good. Navigate.refresh. Next.
Then close.
Close. Next. Quit. Okay. These are applicable on browser. Continue. Important one.
findElement.
Next.
Sendkeys.
Good. Sendkeys. Next. Clear.
Click. Yes.
Next. Click. Next. Some verification methods. Verification methods. Is
click button.
Displayed.
First check the existence. After checking the existence, check the status. Enabled status. Is enabled. Next. Is enabled. See, observe. Is displayed, is enabled. These two methods can be applied on all elements, but is selected only on few elements. Example, checkbox, radio button. Next, these three are verification methods. Next, one more method we discussed, Sridevi.
getText.
getText. See, these are the important WebDriver commands or methods for writing test cases. See, I'm going to close the session. Any queries? First, Aarti, any queries regarding this today's class?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Madhuri?
No, sir. No questions.
Okay, cool. Praveen Rao?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Santosh?
No, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Suleiman?
You have a live project for tomorrow?
Okay, that is not related, relevant question. You mail me regarding that one.
Okay. For today, nothing. Thank you.
Sridevi?
No questions, sir.
Okay. See, we will meet on Monday, same time. Thank you.